Two Nigerians arrested for multimillion-dollar cyber attack stealing funds from the National Water Commission. Murder is down by 14.5%. Citizens block road in Negril while a gun is found in Mandeville. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. According to Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake, fewer killings, shootings, and other crimes have occurred so far this year as a result of increased police activity against gangs across the nation. According to Dr. Blake, the Beat Officer Patrol Division, which was just established, has been effective in discouraging criminal activity in the island's largest towns and locations. Overall, since the beginning of 2024, there has been a nearly 12% decrease in serious crimes. As of July 15 of 2024, the murder rate has dropped by 14.5%, and there are nearly 2% fewer shootings. 15% of crimes within the same period are robberies. Rapes are also down 32% and break-ins have decreased by 6%. The commissioner went on to say that there has been an increase in the success of the police in seizing illicit firearms. As of June 30 of this year, 422 firearms had been seized, which is a 14% increase over the same period the previous year. The police high command said it has not made any further progress in its investigations into last year's shooting of a director of the Integrity Commission. Ryan Evans, the director of corruption prevention, was attacked and shot in the car park of the agency in New Kingston on September 21 last year when he arrived for work. He was also robbed of a suitcase containing cash by his attackers. But speaking at a press briefing on Tuesday afternoon, Deputy Commissioner in charge of crime Fitz Bailey said Mr. Evans has not been cooperating with the police in the investigation. DCP Bailey said he refused from giving the statement under the pretext that he's afraid. Now, the Integrity Commission is the body that investigates government ministers, and this man was investigating some ministers and was shot. Do we have to say any more? The man was afraid. Two Nigerian nationals linked to a multimillion-dollar cyber attack on the National Water Commission have been captured by the Nigerian authorities following collaboration between major organized crime and anti-corruption agency and U.S. federal law enforcement agents. And this was disclosed by Mocha yesterday. Mocha said the two suspects were apprehended in Lagos in Nigeria after they were involved in a sophisticated cybercrime operating impacting the National Water Commission. The agency said the men, both residents of Lagos in Nigeria, were detained following swift international cooperation after they attempted to defraud the NWC of more than $1 million US. Director of Communications at Mocha, Major Basil Jarrett, said the agency was first alerted by the NWC in August last year of a business email compromise which had illegally routed the funds to the criminals. In response, Mocha, in collaboration with its U.S. federal law enforcement partners, launched an investigation into the attack, resulting in the monies being frozen and the majority of it being returned to Jamaica. Scores of hotel workers and other commuters were forced to a standstill yesterday morning after residents of Sheffield in Westmoreland blocked the Savannah Mart to Negril Main Road to protest the lack of electricity since the passage of Hurricane Beryl. The frustrated residents also blocked alternative routes to Negril with downed trees and old appliances. Up to 11 a.m. yesterday, the Westmoreland Fire Department managed to clear the main road to allow for single-lane access and at least one of the alternative routes. The protesters said the nights have been particularly unbearable since the area lost electricity. Counsel for the Sheffield Division, Garfield James, said that the Jamaica Public Service has pledged that efforts will be made to have the electricity restored by today. Mr. James said he was informed that a shortage of staff had been the reason for delaying the restoration. A 34-year-old man will have to spend the next few months behind bars after an argument between himself and a neighbor reportedly turned physical, resulting in the woman being badly beaten. The man, who is employed to a popular call center in Kingston, and the woman, a hairdresser, reportedly got into a heated argument over garbage that was discarded in a bin that they both shared. The court heard that the woman was instructed by the man not to throw garbage in the bin but did not heed the warnings. And both of them shared the same bin, so she put garbage in the bin. The man took the garbage out and emptied it at her door. The woman picked up the garbage from her front door and put it back in the bin and was attacked by this man, who rained multiple licks on her with a piece of board. The incident was reported to the police and the man was arrested. Facing the court, he was remanded as it is said that he has now sent his gunmen friends to threaten the woman. Police seized a firearm after it was found in a bag in a taxi park in Mandeville on Monday afternoon. Officers said that about 4:30 p.m., a police team saw the bag on a wall at the Santa Cruz taxi stand. It was searched and a .38 revolver along with three 9mm rounds and 1.38 rounds were seized. No one was arrested in relation to the seizure. And the seizure of the firearm follows two shooting incidents in Manchester, which left 3 people dead and 2 people injured within a 24-hour period. On to sports, Lionel Messi will miss Inter Miami's next 2 Major League Soccer matches after injuring his right ankle in Argentina's Copa America final triumph, according to Miami coach Geraldo Martino. The 37-year-old Argentine staff went down in the 64th minute of a 1-0 victory over Colombia, hobbling off the field with cameras showing a huge swollen ankle. And Messi is set to miss Inter Miami's home matches today against Toronto FC and the next one on Saturday against the Chicago Fire. Track and field 3-time Olympic gold medalist Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce did not line up to compete in the women's 100 meters at the Luzerne track and field meet in Switzerland yesterday. And it is uncertain why Fraser-Pryce had withdrawn from the race, but unconfirmed reports are that she was experiencing some level of discomfort. And this would have been Fraser-Pryce's first race in Europe this season, ahead of her 5th Olympic Games this month in Paris. As a result, Zoe Hobbs of New Zealand won the 100 meters in 11.17 seconds, with Jamaica Serena Cole in second in 11.24. The other Jamaican in that race, Brianna Williams, was 6th in 11.50. And there was more than one 100 meters. In the next race, Mojinga Kamboji took first in 11.20 seconds, while Jamaica's Kemba Nelson came second in 11.21. 3 other Jamaicans, Sasha Lee Forbes, Jodian Williams, and Crystal Slowly, came in 5th, 6th, and 7th, respectively. And in the men's 100 meters, Jamaica had some fireworks, taking the first and the second spot. Julian Ford won in 9.99 and Rohan Watson was second in 10.03 seconds. Brandon Carnes of the United States was third in 10.06. Overall, it was not a bad day for Jamaica in Switzerland. And don't forget that the best news and sports takes place on this station. If you missed the news, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, and subscribe to keep us going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio station. My name is Mikey Bones. Have a good day. I gone.